Hey YouTube. Um, you can see probably from the title of my video, will be my last, hopefully not, but probably my last nursing video. So it's been 16 weeks of fun-filled drama. At this point, I feel like I might as well have enrolled in medical school at my age. Because it's been a lot of non-teaching. I'm just going to say it. A lot of non-teaching, giving us assignments, NICLEX style questions, NICLEX style quizzes, but none of it truly book-based. And like I said, I've been a nurse for 12 years, and age really has nothing to do with this, because the NICLEX style questions I do better than if I was doing exams in nursing school. And if it was just me, I would say it's just me. But it is not only me as an LPN, it's other LPNs, it's other nursing students that are just not even getting the material. Stop it. Not talking to my dog. Not even getting the material, not even absorbing the material. And to think as an older student, I have to work. I didn't hit the Powerball. I have to work. I have to study when I can, maximize my time that I use at school. But there was no time to really grasp the material, because week after week after week, we were doing these Lippincott prep U's, and there would be like 2 or 3 of those, plus an assignment, plus reading we had to do. And at the end is what I just don't get. We take an exam 2. I'm taking exam 2 for one of my classes tomorrow at noon. And the final is next week. The timing, we've had 16 weeks to get this material. And material, like, I think in this particular class, we had about 20 to 25 chapters. Oh my gosh. So it's been a lot, like, to absorb, and I can't even when I do remediation and they say, well, you're gonna study harder and study better next time. No, can't even really say that. And so I had a coming to Jesus moment last night, and I said to myself, this was me talking, that I'm 54 years old, and I had to question myself, what am I doing this for? Like, what is the purpose? What is the reason that I'm going to school? My children are grown. I don't have any grandchildren. I have nothing to prove. The RN would have just given me the opportunity to make more money. It would have opened more doors. It would have been better, just financially, for me. But as I was going to school and doing this stuff, I struggle. This is my struggle. I struggle with my personal relationship with Christ. And I understand the scripture when the scripture says you cannot serve two masters. For either you will love the one and hate the other. And I didn't want to hate God because I am grateful for the opportunity, but I've heard other, like I think I've mentioned in another video, I've heard other students complain that basically we're teaching ourselves. Now, if you tell me from day one that I'm going to be teaching myself, I'm going to be responsible for all this material and learning it myself, which is true to a point, then why give me PowerPoints? Why give me information that I have to learn that you created, because you created this PowerPoint. This PowerPoint, half of the time, and I'll say about 90% of the time, didn't match up with the exams that you're giving because there was no information on it. And I feel like we ran out of time. Like there was just no time to do anything. And here I'm at week 16, faced with right now, currently, a D in a class that's worth 2 credits. That you told us from the beginning we needed a 78 to pass. None of the little assignments that we had, like the prep U's from Lippincott, we do 2, 3, or 4, have to have a mastery of 3, 4, and we'd get like 1 point, 2 points. We'd get, there was one assignment, I don't even know what it was. We got a 0.01. What is that? Like, those are assignments to keep, because we definitely are not getting anything. You know, nothing to help boost your exam grades. Yeah, there were a couple of assignments due. Maybe they were worth 20, 30 points. But none of them had any weight on them. And so I say this is my last video. The reason I say this is my last video because the class that is currently in jeopardy. So this particular school has 2 campuses. And this particular campus I'm on, these classes are only offered in the spring. Not, well, fall, because I'm in fall semester. And the other ones, if I want to take this particular class again, it would be offered in the spring at another campus, which is about an hour away from me. I cried out to God last night. I begged for his mercy, his grace, his covering. And I know his grace is sufficient for me. And I know if I have to choose between God and school, this is really a no-brainer. I'm looking at my phone here, and it has this this thing on it. So I can't say I'm devastated, because I can look at the pros. The pros will be, if I don't return back to nursing school, I will save money. I'll be able to continue doing the debt snowball, thanks to Dave Ramsey, and get out of debt. But I have to get my priorities straight. Even if I become an RN at some point when I'm about 95 years old, even if I become an RN, I have to have a purpose in it. It is not just to save lives. I done saved enough lives as an LPN, and I've had a couple of instances this year where I had to help people. And so it's not about that. It's why did I sign up? You know, I almost want to go back to school and change my career, my major to accounting, because that's where I would do, because that's where I think the money's at. If you in money, you can make money. But if you into saving lives, the money is few and far between. And I'm sorry if this video is all over the place, but my mind's over the place. But I'm really disappointed. And I ended up talking to one of the girls that's in my class, and she's also in my chemistry class. And at this point, all I care about is passing chemistry. This chemistry teacher has made it possible that we pass. She's given extra credit. She's given take-home exams and points if we spot an error that she made. You know, she's done above and beyond what these nursing instructors have done at this particular school. And I'm just gonna say that. I mean, like, I'll just tell you about this dream that I had this morning, waking up. I was taking a test for this class that I'm taking a test tomorrow. The battery was dying on my computer, but I had the charger and I plugged it back in. Then as I'm taking the test, music started playing from my computer. I kept trying to silence the music and it kept getting louder. I was in class, sitting next to my daughter. And yeah, that's all I can say. I think this is a community college that I attend, but I think there's a reason why you pay triple the amount to go to schools like Herzing and Rasmussen, because these particular schools, you might be paying arms and legs, but what you are doing, you're passing. They not confused about what the curriculum may be. They're not going to tell you to spend $1,000 on a Lipnicot product and give you 2 points on it. You know, I think ATI is the standard. Lipnicot is too, but it's just been a roller coaster, and I'm questioning myself first, because when I got the notice that I was accepted into the program later on, and other people must have been saying, no, I'm good, I got accepted somewhere else. It's got to be a reason. So that's all I really have to say. Here it is, Wednesday, December 11th. I pray that I pass. But like I've said on so many things, if the Lord sees fit, if it is his will that I pass, I want to make sure that I still continue to have a relationship, putting him first. Because nursing school, there's 1,000 nursing schools. And If you lose your relationship, stop. If you, no, no. Oh, if you lose your relationship with Christ, if you know, what's this, the scripture says, if you gain the whole world but lose your soul, what would be the point? What is the purpose in losing your relationship with God? It's hard to understand, but I know I'm not alone in this, and I know it happens probably all over the world, where there are some nursing schools, they just collecting checks, they just collecting money that teachers are not necessarily teaching. Like this particular teacher, she just reading from a book, and we filling in the blank of her PowerPoints. Until I realized one day, I'm like, I could read the book. But then when the exam comes, the exam may not be on how many weeks is a pregnancy. The exam might be the exam might be Sally and blah blah blah. You know, like I said, NICLEX style questions. When you study the book one way, but they're delivering the information totally different, and it's not in there that way. So why give me a PowerPoint? Now, if you ask me, oh, what are the benefits of vitamin C if Sally drinks orange juice, I might can tell you like that, but they're not coming like that. You know, and I've passed the NICLEX one time as an LPN, but now I feel like, did I pass the NICLEX? You know, I know they've changed it and stuff like that, but they ain't changed it that much, because the Lippincott products are based like the Lippincott, like the NICLEX exam, and it is not hard. So, once again, to all those people out there that look like me, that are trying to be nurses, hang in there if you can. But you might need to sit down if you're struggling or whatever. You might need to have a sit down with yourself and your pocketbook and decide, is this what I choose to do with my life for the rest of my life? Be a nurse. And I love nursing. I mean, as an LPN, I've had a great career. 2 more letters at the end of my name will not define the career, because I'll be looking for a different job and different role responsibilities and all of that stuff. But I'm wondering, this is my wondering, what is the purpose? Yes, nursing, when my children were younger, financially, I was able to provide any nursing, CNA, TMA, I was a health unit coordinator, LPN. It changed the dynamic. It provided, I was able to buy a house, I was able to buy cars, I was able to take care of my kids. But at this stage in life, I don't know. Because, yeah, I'd love to be able to pay the house off. And now I got a new car, paid a new car off. But I'm questioning, is nursing really this hard? Nursing school, yes, I would like to have a nurse that knows her stuff. But a lot of it you learn on the job. Lots of it you learn on the job. And nobody's the nurse might draw the labs, but somebody else, the lab technicians, are the ones that are processing the lab. So some of this stuff go straight past us because we're not the ones doing it. And so stay tuned for a part 2. I might do a part 2 next week. Update on what happened and if I get to go to second semester. If I've decided that nursing, RN nursing, is not where I want to jump hoops through, you know, I think it would have been easier for me to just jump from LPN and then apply to nursing, to MD program. I know I'm not making light, but the way that I felt this semester, the struggling with racist topics, racist people, just the feeling of not being good enough, knowing that I am, and looking around me. When you can look around you and you see few people like you, not just age, but ethnicity, you kind of wonder, is this a field intended? God opens the doors that no man can shut, but is this a field that we are to enter? And then the funny thing, I was talking to one of my classmates about, we did a theorist paper at the beginning of one of these things, and I'm gonna end this video. I had no clue that Harriet Tubman, I think it was Harriet Tubman, you might have to, I believe it was Harriet Tubman, was a nurse. Do you think we did a theory? Maybe she didn't formally write a paper or a theory in nursing, but we could have discussed her as a person, as a nurse. She did other things, but we didn't mention the Black people that have paved the way in healthcare. Of course, we're going to mention Florence Nightingale, but we didn't mention Harriet Tubman. You know, Harriet Tubman only gets mentioned in February. And so that's all that I have to say about this nursing program. I want to be an RN. Is it prideful? Is it just money? No. I know it would open different doors. It would open the doors, but then I'd have to kick it open. So to all the nurses, nursing students, be blessed. Keep your head up and prove me wrong. Bye-bye.